rack city chick, rack city chick, rack city chick. Shout out to Tiger. Rack city chick, 10, 20s and the 50s chick, rack city chick, rack city chick. You don't understand how happy I am that they're playing this shit right here, right now. Serious.
This has been the theme for the whole night.
For real. This is gonna be the opening song for this video.
We untouchable, uncrushable. We untouchable, uncrushable. We untouchable, uncrushable. We untouchable, uncrushable.
First ever London show.
First times, man. Cheers to first times.
Untouchable, uncrushable.
Been here for about 2 days now. Been waiting to play the show. So here we are. Here we are.
Here we are.
We just finished sound check. It's really dope. When I actually think about the show and how we put it together, you know, I was really specific on what I wanted the lights to look like and how I wanted everything to come across, how things sound, what patches we use on, you know, synth-wise. You know, my band, they're like friends of mine as well, and they all have their own eccentricities and their own perspective, and I wanted to make sure we showcased that, you know, and still kept it in the vein of what it is I'm hearing in my head, you know, and they do such a great job at that. So I just wanted everyone to really get how unique we all are, you know, alone, but then also see how awesome we are together, and understand that, you know, this show is supposed to be like great sex. I wanted it to feel that way, you know, and I wanted it to be scandalous, and I wanted it to be sexy, and I wanted it to still be romantic. So I think the women, you know, in the crowd tonight are gonna really have an amazing experience. And then for the fellas that came, you know, we're just trying to make it easier for you. On stage, all of us are artists in our own right, and I've got the cool thing is that being on tour and being a band together and playing together for such a long time, we kind of get to see each other's like individual tastes when it comes to music and artistry. You know, when you look at Decaro, who's you know on guitar, you know, you can see where he gets his influences when he solos, and you'll get it tonight, you know, when you see the show. Brook, who's behind there running the whole show, and he's running all the sessions and my background vocals and all, so on and so forth. When he has his moments where he comes out and you get his personality, and you see that he's got so many different influences across the board of hip-hop and electronic music and all of that, you know what I mean? We have a special guest, his name is Thundercat. He recently put out an album called The Golden Age of Apocalypse. If you haven't had a chance to check this album out, I strongly suggest that you do yourself a favor and check it out. Ooh, yeah. Take my hand. I don't look at, you know, Frank Ocean and Janae Aiko and The Weeknd and Jesse Boykins and, you know, myself as traditional R&B artists. Sing my song! The more fundamental and truer forms of soul music are what we've learned to incorporate, but we've also included our own influences. I wonder sometimes, I wonder if I was wrong. We've been kind of like regurgitating, you know, or been conditioned to just this regurgitated R&B, you know, sound. That ass don't compare, baby. You know, it's like for a long time, soul has been, R&B has been trying to find its way amidst hip hop, you know? it's really, really cool to be a part of a handful of artists who are doing their own thing.
All I want is you now. All I want is you now. Now that you're gone, just being a friend is killing me softly. I hear your voice say, wonder where I went wrong. It was my fault, sugar. In the wrong time, I wonder so often. Regret gets exhausted, 'cause all is in those lips and that eyes don't compare, baby, baby. Ooh, no, and best all they do is distract me, but now deep down, when I face it, all I want is you. All I want is you now. All I want is you now. Sugar, now that you're gone, cause they don't smile or smell like you, and they don't make me laugh or even cook like you, babe, and they don't photograph. Now they don't sex like you, let's face it, I can't replace you. This way all I want is you.
What's next? I intend on doing like a series of like micro EPs leading up to the release of the second album, my sophomore album, which I'll begin recording here in London the very top of the year. So I'll be here for about 2 or 3 weeks. I'm still kind of sorting out the details, but from here I'll go to Tokyo, where I've never been. I've never been there before. I've never been to Australia, so I'm going there, and then Brazil, where I've never been either. I feel like it'll give me kind of like a, you know, a nice rounded perspective, get to like check the pulse, so to speak, of the world and what's going on all around, and give me a, you know, just a broader perspective. I think I just want to be as forward thinking as possible, without sacrificing the things that people who have been fans of me and my music, you know, they love me for, which I think is really just based on honesty and vulnerability and being unapologetic, you know.
You could break that, never gotta sweat that. You could break that, never gotta sweat that. You could break that, never gotta sweat that.
Lover, I'll be the fighter, babe. If I'm the blunt, I'll be the lighter. Fire it up, writer, baby, you could be the quote. If I'm a lyric, baby, you could be the note. Record that, say I'm a sinner. Rise, I'm a winner, and it's you. What did I do to deserve that? Paper, baby, I be the pen. Say that I'm the one, 'cause you are 10. But really not pretend. Got faith in you and I. Put your pretty little hand in mine. Even when we're down to the wire, babe. Even when it's do or die, yeah. We can do it, baby, simple and plain. Why? Hands up, right with me, yeah, right with me. Let me hold you in my arms, talk with me, baby, yeah. You rock with me, baby. This love between you and I is simple and fine, baby. Such a sure thing, yeah. Such a sure thing, yeah.